first opened in the millennium year of 2000. There's a look at Comerica Park here in Detroit. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Jordan Zimmermann, the right-hander from the state of Wisconsin, is on the mound here. HR, what's the word on him?
Matt, he's coming off an amazing performance. He struck out a ton of guys. His stuff is working right now for him. Everything for strikes. The hitters look like they're lost. Hopefully we'll see another performance like that in this game.
Into the box steps the leadoff man Dustin Pedroia, and we are ready for baseball.
For Boston, second baseman, number 15.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Well, Matt, they're 0-3 in the homestand, and they're looking to avoid a sweep today. And I think the main thing, you need a big home run. You need a well-pitched game. Somebody's got to step up and be the guy that changes this and says, we are not losing on my watch. That's what you're looking for.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. HR, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Matt, I tell you what, the wind blowing out is such a psychological advantage for the hitter. But you really have to focus on what you're doing, because you know if you hit a ball and it catches into the right wind current, it could go out of the ballpark. So you really have to bring it back. Concentrate on, stay on the ball, don't overswing, stay within yourself, because you know now you don't have to supply as much power.
Xander Bogaerts comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left. Upton's under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts, and he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there, and Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl doesn't get a lot of complaints from players or coaches about his strike zone. He calls a good zone, and more importantly, he's consistent.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Collins is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Red Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. David Price gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, H?
This guy struck out over 200 batters last year, and the one thing I like is when he gets 2 strikes on a guy, how he approaches them. I want to see if I can learn something watching this guy pitch today. Very excited to see him get somebody in a 2-count strike and watch him put them away.
And striding in is the second baseman Ian Kinsler now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. It's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really hot. They're playing great baseball right now, and then they come in here and win the first 3, and they add on to that streak. It's really impressive. So the streak is starting to carry this club. They look like a good team right now.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Sandoval is over. 1 out. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Lifetime versus David Price. 2 for 9. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Now the 0-2 from Price. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now the first pitch here from Price. And that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one. Price into his motion. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And Cabrera is going to have himself a base hit. The relay. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
In now, Tyler Collins, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's 2 outs. You got to run the scoring position. But the good pitchers get stronger the deeper they go in the game.
Now Price is 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Up with it, Swihart. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're off to the 2nd, scoreless on the show. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Past history with Jordan Zimmerman and even 10 hits in 26 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
Popped up. Cabrera coasts under it. 1 down.
Let's take a look at the Tigers defense. Brought to you by Majestic.
Jackie
In this
Bradley.
day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It's a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Set to deal on 2-2. A fastball that just misses inside.
Now, this is what baseball's about. A pitcher and hitter going back and forth. Foul ball, strike, foul ball. I can't wait to see how this ends.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Here's the pitch. Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Well, that was a curveball looking right there. I tell you what, that's a nice curve. Just really froze him. Good breaking ball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez.
Leading off for the
Lifetime
Tigers.
versus David Price.
Designated
He's
hitter,
got 8 hits in
Victor
17 at-bats.
Martinez.
He's also hit 3 home runs. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Price comes home to 2-0. Now Martinez gets around on one as he sends it to deep right. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater. 3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No, no, no. Keep it on the corners.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
All right, time for a majestic defensive alignment for the Red Sox. And I'm looking down at third base. Pablo Sandoval, you know, he's an interesting story. When he first came up, I don't know many people realize he was a catcher. Then they converted him to third base because he had those cat-like reflexes that could cover everything. He's got a little slower as he's gotten older, but there's still a little genie in the bottle. See if he can open it.
Here's Justin Upton now. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Into the windup and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bottom of the second here with no score. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1 from Price. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
That was a tough pitch to spoil right there. A two-strike changeup on the corner. Tough pitch to foul off.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Omar Infante to stand in. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole. 0-2.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much longer in this game. He's going to have to get that ball down to be effective.
Here's the 0-2. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Price sets his sights, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll move to the third with no score. A nice aerial view of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Comerica Park. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted
it. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Line towards center field. There to take it is Presley, and there's one away. Still early in the season, of course, but we'll give you a look nonetheless at our standings to this point in April. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Benintendi, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
The windup and the 0-1. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back at the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And another foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Into the windup and the pitch. Blake Swihart is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, James McCann. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
James McCann.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
At the plate, Alex Presley. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Here's Price now on 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the 2-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Hey, he's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He popped out in his first trip. Fastball called for strike two.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Price into his motion. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-2 coming now from Price. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Well, there's an infield single with 2 outs. You know, never too late to get a rally started. I love the hustle right there to get things going.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. 2 out with the man at first. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
With all that speed over there on first base, I'm not surprised to see that fastball on the outside corner. That's almost like a pitch out.
One now to Iglesias. The fastball down near the shoe tops. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Miguel Cabrera, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to cash in here on this 2-out rally. Couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. And he lays off for ball 1.
Man, he wanted that pitch, and I can't blame him. When you're facing a good hitter like this, you want that strike. You need that strike. It's 0-2 instead of 1-1.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning underway. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
A lot of hits in the middle.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the 0-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit.
Back-to-back hits, and now the inning is set up. They're trying to put the first run on the board, so you can bunt, move them up. Now you're second and third. You may draw the infield in, or if they sit back, get the easy ground ball, and you pick up the first run of the game. But it's all set up with those back-to-back singles, and now you can do whatever you want to do with the rest of the inning.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
That's the 7th game he's hit in. Look out. 7 games. That's 1 week of feeling pretty good. Let's see how long he can make this last.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Hit in the air to center field. Presley moving to his left. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will score as the Sox are off to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, this has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, in that sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Digging in for his second at bat, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ground ball right side. Backhanded. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. He'll try again, 1-2. And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Red Sox on top, 2-0. Striding in once again, Tyler Collins. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Number 18.
Into the windup and the pitch. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate. He's doing that in this game.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Price. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out.
The designated hitter, number 41, Victor Martinez.
Leadoff man retired now for the switch-hitting catcher, Victor Martinez. Now the first pitch here from Price. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
I like that curveball right there. You know he's setting fastball, and he wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard, and you drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
Price ready with the 0-1. And there's ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Hard hit at third. Sandoval has it. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Upton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball.
2 outs, bases empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit here.
Price sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Upton awaits the 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Omar Infante would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail things here 2-0. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Baseman number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And the pitch. Fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Infante is there for it. Knee high, he barehands it. No chance to get him at first. A great effort on that one, but it'll be scored a base hit.
There's a little number. The third baseman charged. He barehanded it. Just wasn't able to put enough on it to get the hitter. But, man, I love the play. And if you're hitting, oh, my gosh, you'll take that hit all day long.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
That's a ball.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. A fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. And this one's in the dirt. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now a move over to first, and he's back easily. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're up 2-0. Omar Infante to stand in. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike 1.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again. Got him.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, James McCann. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he watches one split the middle here. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Now Price is 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Fantastic effort, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. Ready for another chance? Alex Presley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. Scooped up the second for 1 on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Price pauses. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And the changeup is way low that time.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second. Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now.
Well, he doesn't have any walks yet. He's going to have to come in the zone right here and really avoid throwing that first walk of the game.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
hard hit ball to second, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Well, they get the 2-out RBI, but I go back to that error earlier in the inning that set the whole inning up, and the way it's playing out right now, that may really hurt them.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know, he's throwing the ball so good today. He didn't get that pitch right there, but he's been getting most of the calls around the plate.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Ready on 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Betts has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back for more from Detroit after this. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. In the air down the left field line and deep. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's Mookie Betts as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. And there's ball 2 now. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Upton moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Designated hitter.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 0-1 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
From the belt. Kicks and deals. And he takes a called strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's dispatched back to the dugout, out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Jackie Bradley now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch in the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Comerica Park right after this. Ready once again, Tyler Collins. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-1 from Price. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 coming now from Price. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the throw in gets away from him.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And a fastball is in there for strike 1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Matt, I like how he's pitching right here. He's got that runner at second base, and he just made 2 tough pitches. Now you make him chase the ball if you want to get him out. Make him chase.
Now the 0-2 from Price. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Martinez is retired, and there's 1 away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the plate first after the ball hit the dirt.
Here's Justin Upton now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Betts looking up. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. A two-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton. Second home run early in the year, and the Tigers have taken a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, he was having zero luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats. But it only takes one swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
In now, Omar Infante.
Omar Infante.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss. Here it comes now to Infante. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you,
34.
he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ready for another shot now. James McCann. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball stays a little high that time. Price into his motion. Here's the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley to the track, and it's gone into the front row of bushes. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year, and it gives the Tigers a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Stepping in now,
14,
Alex Presley.
Alex Presley.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 6 full. The Tigers lead it 4-2. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Mitch Moreland.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Standing in now, Pablo Sandoval. And that misses, ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Hard hit to first. Glove by Cabrera. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Digging in one. Now here comes the Tiger skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a good performance here in this one, as he'll give a tip of the cap to the home crowd after he departs, yielding just 2 earned runs. Alex Wilson will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Alex Wilson.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Presley moves over, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down by a count of 4-2. Tyler Thornburg gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tyler Thornburg.
Ready for another chance? Ian Kinsler. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
A fastball that finds the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. One and one. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Tell you what, Matt, he looks locked in to me. You know, I played with a guy named Larry Milburn. He said he looks hitterish. You see that swing right there? I know he missed it, but he was on it.
1-2. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Moreland in foul ground. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here he comes again. 1-2. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a look at ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. High pop up. Moreland is over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Betts. Still ranging back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. So a solo shot off the bat of Miguel Cabrera. Number 449 now for his career. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
The right fielder, number
Into the
18,
box now, Tyler Collins. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one right down Main Street. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
That right there, Matt, may be the best pitch in baseball. I don't know why people don't throw that high fastball more. It is so difficult for a hitter to raise your hands up and try to get on top of that ball. And before you do all that, it's by you.
Misses. Ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Justin Upton will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Two men are on with two men out. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. One and two.
2 strikes on the hitter and 2 outs. I like this. You got to get this out here. You don't want them to drive in a run and you go down 4. You keep it at 3. You still got a chance to break it open and win on a big inning.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. But the Tigers do strike for 1 on the solo home run by Miguel Cabrera. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 5-2 in favor of Detroit. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Now batting number 15.
Hey, if you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there. And it's 2-2 now. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
First pitch on its way. On the ground up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Joe Kelly is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Joe Kelly.
Omar Infante to stand in. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Infante.
here's a fastball called for strike one. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those were two good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
Here it comes now to Infante. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In now, James McCann, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Pedroia fields it cleanly on to first, and there are 2 down.
Center fielder number 14, Alex Presley.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Presley. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Into the windup and the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. He pulls this one into right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So that plate appearance extends the inning for Ian Kinsler. Riding in once again, Ian Kinsler. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Tigers leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Here's Mookie Betts, and to start out the
Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder Mookie Betts. Your attention,
coming in
please.
now in the 9th to try and finish this one out. The hard-throwing Francisco
Number
Rodriguez.
57, Francisco Rodriguez.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Upton. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's a 5-3 game now.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. 0-2, here it comes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Hey, every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others. But the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
1 out, nobody on. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
That gets down, and the inning continues. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pablo Sandoval. Is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner. On second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. A full house of 41,782 fans rise as one here in Detroit.
Full count.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is in the air to right. And this should do it. And that's going to do it as the catch is made. And the Tigers will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Jordan Zimmerman earns the win, his second. David Price struck out 10 in the losing effort. Francisco Rodriguez wraps it up for the save, his second. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the American League Central, the Tigers sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-3. The Oakland Athletics hit 3 long balls as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-1. The Yankees knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 6-3. In other Yankees news, starting pitcher Michael Pineda is listed as day-to-day, but is not expected to see any time on the DL. He's dealing with tightness in his forearm. Nelson Cruz drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Mariners downed Houston 12-4. Dexter Fowler had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3 as the Cards took down the Nationals 4-1. The Phils got the best of the visiting Mets 3-2. In other Metropolitan news, Jacob deGrom reached the 500 career strikeouts milestone. Carl Edwards Jr. earned his first career big league win on the mound, helping the Cubs down the Dodgers 7-6. The Reds launched 3 home runs as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-4. The San Diego Padres allowed only 5 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 2-0. The Diamondbacks sent 3 balls into the seats as they dismantled the Giants 10-1. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.